from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
We're starting off with a live look out at the Alamo City. It is already 79 degrees. Mia Montgomery is in the studio. She's going to join us with your full forecast, what to expect the next few days. Good morning. It is Saturday, June 19th. We are running through June
17th.
June 17th. Now, did I say June 19th?
You did. And we even had this conversation before.
2 seconds ago, I was like, it's not June 19th. Regardless, it feels like we're in the middle of June. This is absurd, right?
I had the AC on all night, like it's 68. And I mean,
good for you. Huge good for you. I feel bad for your husband when that bill comes up.
Yeah, I know. I'm still sweating. I have not been able to cool down.
Working overtime.
Yeah. Seriously, Mia,
are we ever going to get anything?
I wish that I had better news. How about this? Later next week, the humidity should start to come down a little bit.
Big win. Silver lining.
We will take it at a glass half full kind of morning with that. But yes, whenever I hopped in the car this morning to come here, I had to turn the AC on because it is still incredibly stuffy and humid across South Central Texas. And because of that, temperatures have not really been able to drop once again early this morning. You are definitely going to notice that humidity as soon as you step outside. We are in the upper 70s and still some low 80s in and around the San Antonio metro area. It's 80 at Stinson, 82 at Pleasanton, 80 in New Braunfels, currently 79 over in Helotes. And this is why dew points, how we measure the low level moisture in the atmosphere, is still very oppressive and elevated. Those are in the upper 70s as well. So very, very sticky. All of that, once again, going to help crank up those feels like temperatures, especially this afternoon. We've got the cloud cover on hand right now, but I think later on today, we should see some of that break up just a little bit more, leeway to some peaks of sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 90s, approaching 100 here in San Antonio, but of course that humidity making it feel closer to 110. Also can't completely rule out a stray storm across the hill country, mainly northwest of town later this afternoon and evening. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but really the big thing, planning out your Father's Day tomorrow, expect more heat with some triple digits in the forecast. So we'll get you a full look, all those details coming up in just a few, guys.
Thank you, Mia. New this morning, 2 women in the hospital after being shot overnight on the city's east side. Alyssa Cole staying on top of this story. Joining us live outside of Public Safety Headquarters downtown. Alyssa, what do we know so far?
Good morning, Max. We know that police are still searching for the suspects. They did flee or got away quickly after the incident. Here's what we know. We know what happened on the city's east side on Belmont Street. What police tell us is that this all happened just before 10 o'clock at 9:45. There were 2 women inside of a car. We know one woman was 33 years old. The other was a young lady. She was 15 years old. They say they were in their vehicle when an unidentified vehicle drove up and randomly just started shooting towards their vehicle. Police reports say that both women were hit, and as they were trying to escape, they ran into the front yard of a residential home in that area. And as soon as that happened, that's when they say the suspects drove off and no one was able to identify that vehicle. But what really has police stumped right now, Max, is that they have no idea why this happened. The women say that they are peaceful people. They have no idea who that person could have been. So right now they're just working very hard to find out who is responsible for pulling the trigger. But if you have any information, please call Crime Stoppers at 244-STOP. But for now, reporting downtown San Antonio, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Also new this morning, we have learned the names of 2 people killed in 2 separate shootings. So the first one happening Wednesday night. The victim showed up to the emergency hospital on Treeline Park, not far from Sunset and 281 overnight. The Bexar County Medical Examiner identifying that victim as 23-year-old Enibre Brecino Gonzalez. Police tell us he was shot several times. No arrests have been made. Now to the other shooting, this one happening around midnight on Wednesday. Police say a love triangle may have led to this case of murder. We are told 36-year-old Gilbert Garcia was unresponsive when officers arrived in the neighborhood near I-37 and Pecan Valley Drive. Police tell us they think Garcia, the suspect, and a third person got into some kind of fight, all resulting from a love triangle. Officers were able to take the suspect into custody at the scene.
San Antonio police telling everyone to beware of a scam going around the community. Police telling us scammers are actually calling people from a number. That number starts with 210207. They're telling people on the other end that they're under investigation. Then they say when they want to resolve it, they have to pay. SAPD says that is not the case. That is not the department. They're never going to demand money from you over the phone. So if you think you've fallen victim to the scam, make sure you call SAPD's non-emergency number. That number, 210-207-7273.
Now to that severe weather. 30 million people on alert from Colorado to Florida yet again this holiday weekend. A confirmed tornado in New Jersey late Friday. 12 reported in the past 24 hours, 24 in 2 days. An EF2 that packed winds of at least 111 miles per hour, destroying much of the town of Perrytown in the Texas Panhandle. As ABC's Melissa Adon reports, many buildings have been left unrecognizable.
More than 1,000 reports of severe weather, including 24 tornadoes slamming parts of the country within days. A confirmed EF0 touching down in New Jersey Friday, according to the National Weather Service. In the small Texas Panhandle town of Perryton, a deadly EF2 packing winds of at least 111 miles per hour. One of the victims, 76-year-old Becky Randall, who leaves behind a husband, 2 sons, and 4 grandchildren. ABC's Maria Villarreal was there.
More than a dozen homes in this one neighborhood were completely destroyed. In fact, the one right here behind me, 8 people were inside when the tornado hit. Miraculously, they all survived.
In the Florida Panhandle, more than a foot of rain and more than 100 rescued. One person died after a tree fell on their home. In Mississippi, a person was killed and dozens of homes damaged. In Ohio, thousands were left without power after a storm caused severe damage throughout the northwest part of the state, the system sending debris flying and bringing large hail and tornado threats. The threatening conditions expected to last through the weekend as an excessive heat warning persists through Texas and Louisiana. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And here at home, the Juneteenth Festival set to ramp back up later this morning at Comanche Park 2 with great food and, of course, a celebration of Black history.
The holiday was first created here in Texas the 19th century after President Abraham Lincoln declared formerly enslaved people free under the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. It wasn't until 2 years later that word reached those in Texas when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston with news that slavery was abolished, also known as Freedom Day. That moment in history is celebrated by the Black community in San Antonio as a way to reflect on the past.
It's something that is important from the standpoint that you have to know your history. And it's so important because if not, you may repeat it.
And it really is celebrated across the country, across Texas, and of course here in our community. As for our community, the festivities continue today, 11 a.m. at Comanche Park 2. We have all that information. If you want to attend, what you can expect, just head to KSAT.com. Time now, 6:08, 79 degrees already.
Oh my gosh, we're doing the best we can here to
That
beat
looks
the
fantastic,
heat.
though.
I know, I'm super jealous here on GMSA. And we know you are too. So just ahead, we're talking about cooling centers and pools around town that are opening today.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City.
Max, was that you?
I wish my beard was that strong. I mean, it's not a pretty sight out there. You can kind of see the humidity in the air. Are we ever going to get a reprieve from the triple-digit days? We're going to check with Mia Montgomery in just a few moments. All right, we talk about it a lot, especially this time of year, the extreme heat.
Ugh, I just turned it down. I cannot cool off. It has been so hot. That humidity is haunting. All right, so in anticipation of the extreme heat on Juneteenth, the city of San Antonio is opening 14 places for residents to stay cool. Several facilities will be open on Monday from noon to 8 p.m. And for those who arrive with pets, Animal Care Services will provide a kennel.
All right, so VIA offering free transportation to the city of San Antonio's places to stay cool. You get a free ride. Just let the bus operator know where you're going. If you have any questions about all the cooling locations, just head to KSAT.com. Look for the story on the homepage.
Here's some good news. A reminder, San Antonio's 23 outdoor pools opening today. They will be open 6 days a week and they are free. We have a list of locations on our website. Just look for this story.
All right, Mia, give us the news. What are we looking at today?
I mean, it's going to be a great pool day, but remember the sunscreen because the UV index is still going to be pretty high out there.
I don't smell.
Oh, it's on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's
But
on.
the
I
other
don't
day,
skip
Mia, I
days.
was like, it smells like the beach in here. And he was like, I have sunscreen
That
on.
would make sense.
50 FPS every day.
That's good, though.
Yeah, we don't mess around
I
here.
need to be better about
Yeah,
that. I always preach it, but sometimes I don't even follow
I give
my
a
own
shout out to
advice.
Hugh Jackman. He did a whole thing on skin cancer. And I was like, never again.
Okay.
If Wolverine can get sick, anyone can.
Oh, mine was J-Lo. She's like, I look fantastic because I've been wearing sunscreen every day since I was 19. I was like, is that it? Is that the secret there? Just need to made me a lot of money.
Just need to wear some sunscreen. Yes, don't forget the sunscreen today. We've got the cloud cover in place right now, but I think later on this afternoon, we will start to see some peaks of sunshine, helping temperatures climb into the upper 90s near 100 degrees. But of course, when you factor in all of the humidity, it's going to feel well like the triple digits across a good portion of the area. As we head into Father's Day tomorrow, more sunshine. I think we'll see mostly sunny skies into the afternoon. That's helping temperatures climb even more so. Low triple digits expected. And then into next week, still unseasonably hot, but I think later on next week, a slight shift in our weather pattern could make for a few stray storm chances and maybe temperatures slightly lower, just below that triple digit threshold. But the big story here over the next several days, you guessed it, it is still going to be the heat and the humidity this weekend as well. Speaking of which, white number is the actual air temperature, but when you check out these little yellow numbers, that's the feels like temperature. So what it still feels like when you step outside to your body, feels like the low 90s in Castroville right now because that humidity is so thick. We've got a temperature of 80 degrees right now here in San Antonio officially, but it still feels like 86 degrees because of all of that moisture in the atmosphere. And you can see as we take a look at our dew point trend, over the next couple of days, dew points are still elevated out there. You'll notice that humidity, but I think by the middle of next week, we could see a slight break in some of that humidity. That's going to help those heat index values into the afternoon, but on the flip side of that, dry air also helps actual air temperatures crank up, so that's why triple digits are still in the forecast. But for now, high pressure is still in control, which means it is going to be fairly calm out there this afternoon, but yes, very hot. We also do have a 10% chance for a stray storm or two, especially farther up to the northwest across portions of the hill country. But for here in San Antonio, low 90s already as we head into the early afternoon. Feels like temperatures well into the triple digits. We've got that forecast high pointed around 99 degrees here in town, 102 in Pleasanton, 104 in Carrizo Springs, 99 in Kerrville, and as we zoom this in to a neighborhood view, 98 Timberwood Park. I think it's possible a few spots, especially southern Bexar County, briefly climb up to the triple digit mark, so we'll need to monitor that as well. Again, tomorrow and Monday, even hotter, but before we can get there later on this afternoon and this evening, an isolated strong storm can't completely be ruled out, especially around the 7 to 8 p.m. time frame. Again, mainly across the southern Edwards Plateau and the hill country area. So we'll keep eyes on that. Most of us will stay quiet. Just remember to stay hydrated, keep the sunscreen handy. And for Father's Day tomorrow, maybe treat Dad to a lunch or something in the AC. I think that's probably a good idea.
Cool beverage.
Yes, ice cold beverage.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of triple
No
digits on the
words.
screen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mia.
Thanks, Mia.
So I'm now just about 617, 79 degrees.
A new superhero hoping to score big at the box office this weekend. Just ahead, a look at what's new in theaters.
Are you ready?
Ready. Let's go.
All right, The Flash is in theaters, featuring several different superheroes in the storyline. It's the latest movie based on the world of DC comic book characters. It features two different Flashes, two Batmen, including Michael Keaton, and one good Kryptonian. It is rated PG-13. I'm actually really excited for this one. A big DC guy.
It looks good.
Yeah.
All right, coming up later this morning on GMSA, a recap of this week's Gardening with KSAT segment. It's all about sunflowers and the native wildflower bloom boom. I spoke with a local horticulturist about why we are seeing all of these blooms in South Texas and why it's important, and also how to manage it.
It's part of our natural ecosystem. You know, you have the wildlife, the birds, because a lot of birds might come in later to eat some of the seeds as well. You know, survivability, and beneficial insects, particularly bees.
Oh, the bees are loving this. They're also having a baby bee boom, Max.
A lot of booms going on.
Lots of booms. Okay, I'll break down this full story during our 9 o'clock hour in GMSA, so keep it right here.
How does the garden look? I haven't seen it since we checked it out.
It's exploding.
Okay.
Yeah, like I actually need to go in there and start cleaning it up some.
Are we gonna eat more food?
Maybe.
Okay. That's what I'm excited for. Time now, 6:21, 79 degrees.
After the break, news about some important recalls you need to know about. Check your fridge and your freezer. Tons of sausage is being recalled.
In this morning's recall roundup, 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz explains what may be in the sausage and why some popular chairs and even couches can be dangerous.
Johnsonville is recalling 42,000 pounds of ready-to-eat sausage. It's the Better with Cheddar sausage. The USDA says it could contain strands of black plastic fibers. Here's what to look for. These are 14-ounce packages. The best buy date is July 11th, and the code is C35. Take it back or just throw it out. Furniture fire danger. Ashley Furniture is recalling 250,000 Party Time Power love seats, sofas, and recliners. 6 customers say the LED lighting in the cup holder caught fire. These were sold since late 2018. Contact Ashley and get it fixed. Before you hop on the bike, take a look. Bell Sports is recalling 15,000 helmets because they don't meet standards and may not protect from a head injury in a crash. This is the Giro Merit helmet made prior to this year. Get your money back. And parent alert, these plastic infant bath seats sold on Amazon are recalled. They're Top Glore Narskido seats. They have suction cups on the bottom but can tip over too easily. A big drowning danger for babies. The company is giving refunds. Infant bath seats are super convenient, but they do have to meet federal standards. And a reminder, very young children have to be watched in the bathtub 100% of the time. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Time now, 6:26, 79 degrees.
Take a look outside of the roads. You can see the sun is up, 90s at Couples there. You know, people are already out and about. If you need to do any errands or, do any chores around town, you might want to start early because it is hot out there. If any incidents pop up, we'll let you know about it.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. It is June 17th. You know what? We're going to wait to talk about the heat. Father's Day is tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got to celebrate early.
Yeah, I went down to Corpus Christi.
Was there a different climate down there?
It's extremely humid, but they have a breeze there. It doesn't really help, but we went to the beach for Father's Day yesterday, and it was actually maybe a little bit cooler. Reprieve from the heat. It was nice down there. And there was a lot of people down there too, I guess, trying to maybe beat the heat.
Probably so. Yeah, a lot of folks probably traveling down to the Gulf Coast for Father's Day plans this weekend. And that is true. The coast typically has that breeze, which helps out, especially with just the heat that we've been seeing over the past several days. Here in San Antonio, if you got any plans with Dad this weekend, plan on staying inside in the AC for some parts of the day because, it's going to be pretty hot out there as we head into the afternoon hours. 80 degrees right now, cloud cover in place, a dew point of 77, so it feels like 86 when you step outside already at this 6:31 minute here this morning. As we head into the afternoon, I think we'll start to see some more peaks of sunshine, really helping those temperatures crank up. We've got a forecast high around 99 degrees here in San Antonio, but when you do factor in that moisture, it's going to feel well like the triple digits across the majority of the area, up to about 110. That feels like temperature here in town. Later on this afternoon, even hotter possible, especially the farther farther south and west that you go. Now, we do have a 10 to 20% potential for an isolated storm or two, mainly northwest across portions of the hill country later this afternoon and evening. Coverage is expected to be pretty low. And then after that into tomorrow, it's just going to be hot, mostly sunny skies, temperatures climbing into the triple digits. With that, do know that the UV index is very high today, and it will likely be even higher tomorrow with more sunshine. So if you are stepping out to the pool with dad or just for any weekend plans, definitely take the sunscreen with you. So we'll have another full check at your forecast coming up here in just a few, guys.
Mia, thank you. New this morning, San Antonio police are investigating a late night shooting. Alyssa Cole joins us live outside of Public Safety Headquarters downtown. So Alyssa, what can you tell us?
Good morning, you all. Police are really asking for help in this situation. We do know that this happened on the east side overnight just before 10 o'clock. Here's what we know. We know 2 women were in a car. One is 33 years old and the other is 15 years old. And police tell us they were inside their vehicle when an unidentified SUV pulled up into the area and began shooting towards their vehicle. Both women were hit, and in an effort to get away, they tried taking off, but they ran into the front yard of a residential home in that area on Belmont Street. So this is what police are telling us. As soon as that happened, the suspects took off and they weren't able to identify them or the vehicle. So that means Crime Stoppers need your help in solving this case. If you have any details on this incident that happened at 9:45 yesterday, give Crime Stoppers a call at 244-STOP. But for now, reporting downtown San Antonio, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Also new this morning, 2 women rushed to the hospital after a wrong-way crash. Take a look. This was a scene just after 12:30 this morning. This is Highway 90 West and 1604 South. Now, witnesses telling police they saw a driver going the wrong way of the highway before crashing into another vehicle head-on. The women driving both vehicles had to be cut out of the vehicles by rescue crews. Both taken to the hospital at last check, both in critical condition.
Now to the recent severe weather. 30 million people on alert from Colorado to Florida yet again this holiday weekend. 12 tornadoes reported in the past 24 hours and EF2 packed winds of at least 111 miles per hour, destroying much of the town of Perryton on Texas Panhandle.
All right, South Texas answering the call for help for people in the area. Blood donated here is now headed to the Panhandle to help tornado survivors. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center sending 6 units of blood as part of the Blood Emergency Readiness Corps.
There are actually 10 participating blood centers that were on call, so we sent a total of 66 units. As they continue to work through the disaster, we are on standby to send more units if needed.
And that's why the Blood and Tissue Center needs your help through the weekend. You can donate today at HEB at Calabria and 1604. It starts at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And here's the thing, on top of actually saving lives, donors can receive gift cards for Rudy's Barbecue and Dave & Buster's. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center's donor rooms also open this weekend. Those who donate tomorrow or Monday will receive a $20 gift card. And we're going to have a full list of all the donor room locations and hours, anywhere you can step up and help out, as well as all the information on how to make your blood donation appointment right now. Just head to KSAT.com. Well, the newest addition to the city of Seguin is opening on Tuesday. I love this. We've been tracking Seguin, all of the revenue the city's bringing in, all the economic stimulus. It's so exciting.
A lot of new businesses there. So this morning we're getting a sneak peek at Walnut Springs Hike and Bike Trail Extension.
RJ Marquez explains why city officials of Seguin believe it is so important for the city's growth.
Because this is a game changer. This is a multi-generational project in so many ways. This area is the crown jewel of Seguin.
This 4-mile continuous trail stretching from one end of Seguin to the other is what city officials believe will be a pathway for more growth.
And so we're looking at safety, we're looking at convenience, we're looking at health, and all those things to be part of our city culture.
Construction on the trail started more than 2.5 years ago. The project cost more than $5 million, an investment city leaders felt was needed.
It connects so many of our assets in the community, from the library to Park West, which has our skate park, to TLU, and then to downtown. And so this is really recreating some of that historic experience for us. So you can still see some of those original walls that were put in the 1930s.
And one of the ways that this trail extension is connecting the city's past with its future is with a heart-shaped wishing well directly to my right. This was created in the 1930s by San Antonio architect Robert Hugman, the same architect who also created and designed the Riverwalk. Well, this wishing well has now been restored as part of this $1 million project. The trail extension is another sign of growth in Seguin, one of the fastest growing cities in the state.
You know, we were adding about 3,000 to 4,000 people a year to the city of Seguin, so these assets are very, very important because it's about quality of life. People want to live here. You know, we want commercial, we want retail, but people won't live here.
City leaders hope the trail's transformation will drive more tourism. We stopped by Burnt Bean Company, a barbecue spot that brings people from across Texas, including Tammy and Kevin Green from Shirts.
Well, I think that we all should support other cities as well, not just in the city that we live in.
So there's been this really lot of excitement from the community, what that can mean for our the businesses as well as just the overall health for our citizens.
Reporting in Seguin, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Okay, shout out to Burnt Bean. They were a finalist for the Michelin Awards. They didn't win.
Right.
But, I mean, big deal.
Yeah, I think they were #2 for Texas Monthly Barbecue in the state of Texas. So like, I like how, you know, the family they talked to was like, oh, we like to support other cities. You also like delicious barbecue.
Good taste.
Yeah. Now 6:37, 79 degrees.
Just ahead, a look at some stories trending right now on KSAT.com, and we're celebrating Dad all weekend, sharing some of our pictures.
And let's take a live look out of the Alamo City. It doesn't even look good out there. We're going to check in with Mia Montgomery. What you can expect this Father's Day weekend in just a bit. All right, trending right now on KSAT.com, a much anticipated road construction project. It's come to a stop just months after it started. Some of you've heard this before. A plan to improve FM 1103 from I-35 to Rodeo Way in Comal and Guadalupe counties. It's been in the planning stages for years now. The project kicked off last November, but came to a screeching halt weeks ago. Now people want to know why TxDOT left the road in arguably worse condition than it started, and it's riddled with potholes. So one Shirts resident created this, which is fantastic. It's an art piece he's calling Pothole Grave. As of Friday, there were 6 hubcaps hanging from nets on the side of FM 1103. So the Shirts Police Department posted a Facebook message earlier this week saying the improvement project encountered heavy rains and several issues. They've delayed field activities. The project will expand the 2-lane road to a 4-lane road with a center turn lane. Now it's planned for completion in 5 stages with an end goal for 2026 for the entire project. No word yet on whether the current delays will affect those projects' timelines.
Okay, if you're heading to the Bexar County Courthouse, make sure to give yourself some extra time. A road construction project in the downtown area will start on Monday and will take about a month. The project of South Florida Street will be from West Cesar East Chavez Boulevard to West Commerce Street.
And here we go. Check this out. These first-time dads in San Antonio welcoming their new arrivals just before Father's Day. Families welcome their new bundles of joy at Methodist Children's Hospital, Methodist Hospital Metropolitan, and Methodist Hospital Stone Oak. Now, hospital officials said in a statement they're thrilled to celebrate such a special day to honor fathers and their newborn.
And all weekend here on GMSA, we are celebrating all of our dads. That is Joy's dad. Joy is our executive producer. She's producing this morning. Happy Father's Day. Let's take a look at Courtney Friedman. This is her and her dad. I believe her dad lives in California.
Yeah, beautiful picture. Maybe he's watching. You never know.
And then Mia? No, not yet.
Steven.
There's Steven Cavazos.
They look so alike.
They're twins.
That is so funny.
Twins. Steven Cavazos' dad. Happy Father's Day. And Mia.
Yep, there's my dad and my sister. Aww. Happy Father's Day to my dad. We're going to celebrate, I think, on Tuesday.
So handsome.
He's awesome.
Yeah, I see same eyes.
We do. We have
beautiful
blue eyes. My sister Capri has them as well. So, yes.
There you go. So how are you guys planning to celebrate?
I think we're going to go out to lunch, just kind of hang out, have some good bonding time.
Stay inside.
Stay inside in the air conditioning. And yeah, if you have any plans with your dad this weekend, you should do that too, because it is going to be very hot out there. Speaking of which, okay, so yesterday was our first actual triple-digit day in terms of air temperatures here in San Antonio so far this year. But we actually broke a record for the highest heat index value recorded here in San Antonio. Those records date back to the 1940s. We had a peak heat index value of 115 degrees that was officially reported around 3:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Remember, the heat index value is what it feels like to your body, those feels like temperatures. And because we just have elevated humidity, that's what's been able to help those heat index values climb. Now, as we head into this afternoon, maybe not quite as high here in San Antonio for those feels like temperatures, but we'll monitor regardless. It is going to be another very hot and humid day across South Central Texas, with those feels like temperatures climbing well into the triple digits. Actual air temperatures in the upper 90s and low 100s. Now, right now, it is incredibly muggy out there, very sticky. You can feel that humidity the second you step out the front door. Actual air temperatures pretty elevated because of that as well, especially for the morning time. We're in the upper 70s and a lot of low 80s still out there across the board. 81 here in San Antonio. It's 80 in Kennedy, 83 in Cotulla. Currently 78 right now in Kerrville up into the hill country. We've got the cloud cover in place right now, but I think later on this morning we're going to start to see that break up just a little bit. Temperatures climbing into the low 90s by lunchtime. But then as we head into this afternoon, a few more peaks of sunshine expected, helping those temperatures climb into the upper 90s and approaching that triple digit mark here in town. But of course, it is going to feel like the triple digits across the majority of the area. Also do briefly want to mention this. Of course, CPS Energy released their color coded levels for energy conservation. You're going to see this periodically throughout the summer. Today is a yellow day, wanting to take a few extra precautions for conserving energy, especially in between the 3 to 8 p.m. hours later on this afternoon and evening, just because it is expected to be so incredibly hot out there. So this is the setup. We've got high pressure in control, and it is going to stick with us over the next few days. But later on next week, we're going to start to see that move a little bit farther off to the west. And you can see how that's going to affect our temperatures. Again, well above average, triple digits possible for the actual air temperatures tomorrow for your Father's Day into Monday and Tuesday, but maybe a slight downward trend in those afternoon highs by the middle to later portions of next week because that high pressure system moves west. And that's also when we'll introduce a few very isolated stray chances for rain in the forecast as well. But before we can get there, the vast majority of us are going to stay dry today. However, later on this afternoon and this evening, especially by to just after dinner time, across our far northwestern counties, so southern Edwards Plateau stretching over into the hill country, we've got about a 20% potential to find an isolated storm or two to try to move in from the west. It is possible that that could briefly become strong to severe. It is on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of that severe risk today, but still we'll keep eyes on it, and then that rain chance comes down even more so as we head into the overnight hours. And yes, then it is just going to be pretty dry out there as we head into the back half of the weekend and into the beginning of next week. But then as that high pressure system starts to move west just a little bit, we'll keep that 10% chance in the forecast as we head into Thursday and Friday. But for now, not a whole lot going on. Again, we've got the cloud cover in place at the moment. Later on this afternoon, we could see a few peaks of sunshine, but that's what's going to help temperatures crank back up. Upper 90s, a few low 100s out there, certainly possible, feeling like the triple digits. And then, yes, those triple digits stay into next week. So I know we've been preaching this a lot over the past several days. Heat safety is so important, especially if you are planning on being outside for a while, guys.
Lots of water, sunscreen, big hat. Thank you,
yes.
Mia.
Thanks, Mia. 648, 80 degrees.
All right, your lawn may need some extra love during the long summer. Just had tips on how to keep it watered.
Now let's take a look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 880, Fireball 8, Daily 4, 0874, Fireball 0.
Cash 5, 5, 15, 16, 23, 24. Mega Millions 4, 24, 34, 45, 57. Mega Ball 19, Mega Plier 3. Good luck.
Good morning and welcome back. From hoses to underground sprinkler systems, there's a lot of ways that you can water your lawn this summer.
In this morning's Ask Angie segment, we're talking about the different ways to water your lawn.
A long hose with a good nozzle is one of the most affordable ways to water your lawn. It's great for small yard spaces or for renters who might not be able to add a permanent watering solution.
So if you want to level up from a water hose, you can get a sprinkler. Sprinklers come in all shapes and sizes. So find a sprinkler that works for your yard. Many sprinklers are portable, easy to carry around, so you can put them exactly where you need them.
You can save time and energy by opting for a smart or an automatic irrigation system. While these systems are going to be a little bit more expensive up front, they're going to offer some features that will help in the long run. Smart systems can do really cool things these days, even measuring the level of moisture in your soil. And all automatic systems, you can time them for the best and optimal watering time, like in the early morning.
And if you don't like the look of your sprinklers in the yard, you can actually install underground sprinkler system. Keep in mind that you do need to pay extra to dig a trench when installing the underground system, which makes this one of the most expensive types of irrigation systems.
Okay, remember, locally here we are in stage 2 drought restrictions, watering restrictions, because even though we had all that recent rain and our grass is green, it's going to start turning brown soon because of these triple digits that we're probably going to have for the rest of the summer. So again, stage 2 indicates you can only water once a week if you have an irrigation or a system or a sprinkler from 7 to 11 a.m.
All right, time now, just about 6:54, 80 degrees. All right, coming up tomorrow on Leading SA at 8 a.m., we have SAPD Chief William McManus to talk about a lot. We're going to be talking about recruiting. We're going to talk about the uptick in crime. We're going to be talking about what comes next. Don't miss it. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., right here on GMSA.
San Antonio police are looking for suspects responsible for shooting 2 women overnight last night on the city's east side on Belmont Street. Here's what we know. We know that 2 unidentified suspects drove up in an unknown car and started shooting at 2 women, 33 and 15 years old. Those women are said to be in stable condition in a nearby hospital and expected to be okay, but police need your help identifying those suspects. If you have any information, you're encouraged to call Crime Stoppers at 244-STOP. Reporting downtown, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
The heat can affect everyone. Even if you're outside standing next to a pool today, officials are urging families to take extra safety precautions when they're outside. And they say this all comes down to the warning signs. If you're feeling nauseous, dizzy, or weak, you could be experiencing heat exhaustion. And if this is the case, officials say you need to act fast and get to a cool place. But not everyone in your family can vocalize what exactly they're feeling. A fire official in Jolote says that's why families need to act fast.
Their body systems don't respond as rapidly, and sometimes they may overlook some of the symptoms of becoming overheated or dehydrated.
We have a list of other recommendations on our website, KSAT.com. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Avery. So before you head out the door, there will be several events we want to tell you about. Let's start with Juneteenth, and day 2 of the celebration kicks off at 11 a.m. at Comanche Park. Also starting at 11, a health and wellness fair. This is also happening at Comanche Park, too. The fair will promote healthy lifestyles and education through several sponsors and vendors. Then from 2 to 5, the Juneteenth block party. We have all of those details on KSAT.com.
All right, Metro Health and YMCA celebrating National Men's Health Week. Today, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the YMCA hosting men's basketball tournament at their location on Walsham Road and Mid-Crown Drive. The event will feature vendors, giveaways, and a cooking demo. Hopefully it's inside. There will be a health fair to educate men on why it's important to take care of your bodies through healthy eating and exercise.
And of course, weather-wise today, it is going to be another hot and humid one. We're in the low 80s across the board now right here in San Antonio. This afternoon, as we see more sun return, temperatures are headed for the upper 90s and low triple digits in spots, feeling even hotter when you factor in all of that humidity. And as we head into Father's Day, Juneteenth, all of the things early next week, triple digits continue. And the winter solstice, or the summer solstice on Wednesday, going to be feeling a whole lot like it.
Really wish it was the winter solstice.
Me too.
Yes.
I guess we're just, we're wishing.
All right.
As
Thank
we
you,
sit in the
Mia.
AC.
Yes.
Thanks, Mia.
As you turn down the AC. We're going to take an hour-long break. We'll see you back here at 8 a.m.
See you guys at 8.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
All right, taking a live look out at the Alamo City. Not too much to look at right now. It is 80 degrees, and I'm just going to let you know it's going to get a lot hotter. We're going to check in with Mia Montgomery in just a few moments. Tell you about what really we've been describing as dangerous heat over the last couple days and going forward. But for now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Saturday. It is June 17th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. I got to say, what has your secret been to kind of beat the heat?
Okay, well, yesterday my husband had a really important Zoom meeting.
Oh, no.
From like 3:30 to 6. And he was like, hey, I know you're going to be coming home from Corpus with the dogs. Can you maybe just not come home? Got home early, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'll water the plants in the heat for the next 2 hours. Mia, that was the worst idea. Oh. I don't think I've cooled down properly since.
Since then, just dripping sweat immediately when you step outside. Yeah, so the humidity has just been so oppressive over the past several days. And of course, yes, it is hot. We've seen air temperatures in the upper 90s. And actually yesterday, we hit the triple-digit mark for the first time this year here in San Antonio. But when you factor in all that moisture in place, that's what helps the heat index values climb well into the triple digits. That's what we've seen over the past several afternoons. And spoiler alert, this weekend, it's still going to be plenty hot and humid out there for any Father's Day plans that you may have or just any other weekend activities. Right now, very warm to kickstart this Saturday morning. We are in the upper 70s and low 80s in and around the San Antonio area. 81 over at the airport, 79 in Bulverde, 81 in Canyon Lake, and 82 over in Divine. Now, we do have those southeasterly winds in place at the surface, pumping in more of that Gulf moisture. Look at our dew points, very oppressive and noticeable in the mid to upper 70s. So it is very humid and sticky, and we've got the cloud cover in place for the most part here in San Antonio right now. I think as we head into the afternoon, especially, we're going to see that break up and scatter out just a little bit more, leading way to some peaks of sunshine. And because of that, temperatures climbing into the upper 90s, near 100 this afternoon here in town. But like what we've seen the past couple of days, because of that moisture, feels like temperatures up to 110 degrees in San Antonio will be possible this afternoon. So stay hydrated. Later on this afternoon and evening, a stray storm across our far northwestern counties, not completely off the table. And then into Father's Day itself tomorrow, mostly sunny into the afternoon. And then the big story is just going to be the heat. And that's going to continue into next week as well. So we'll talk all about it, get you all the details coming up here in just a few, guys.
Thank you, Mia. San Antonio police asking for your help trying to find 3 suspects they believe were involved in a recent assault. So take a look. This was a picture that happened back on June 8th. This happened in the St. Paul Square area downtown. Officers telling us the victim and his friends were walking to their cars. That's when they were attacked by 3 men. After that, they took off in a black Mustang. Now, the men will face aggravated assault charges once they're arrested, and police are asking for your help to try to arrest them. If you have any information that can help, you're asked to call the number on your screen, 210-207-7635.
Now to a warning to those taking out cash from the bank or ATM. San Antonio police say thieves could be watching you. It's a crime known in other cities as jugging. And right now, it's a trend in Texas. San Antonio police say a man was robbed after he was followed from a bank earlier this week. They urge those going to the bank or ATM to make withdrawals to be on alert and go in pairs.
Thefts, robberies, burglaries, those are all crimes of opportunity. So try not to give that suspect that opportunity to take advantage of you.
Another tip from police is to be suspicious of people sitting in their vehicles watching others near ATMs or banks.
Nonprofit organization San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign hosting their annual Father's Day Fiesta later today.
And it's all to recognize honorable fathers across our city. Alyssa Cole joins us from where the celebration is taking place later this morning. Good morning, Alyssa. Where are you?
Good morning, you all. I am downtown, just outside of the Opportunity Home Central Office building, and this is just such an exciting day, exciting weekend to celebrate those fathers. And for this event, Fiesta, Father's Day Fiesta, it's a way to just, of course, honor and celebrate and motivate those father figures across our community. Now, the event is free and open to the public. It starts at 9:30. And this organization, San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign, will award 20 fathers today in association to the passage of fatherhood. Now, the way that they're doing this is really neat. It's really cool. Outside of the program, there will be nonprofit organizations here, the different local social services programs as well, where those men of all ages, honestly, between 13 years old, they told me, and 60 years old, where they can come in and they can access those resources if they need them, including insurance, healthcare services, other social services. It all starts at 9:30, and there will be food, there will be music, performances, and fun. Everyone is invited to come out. I was told to tell you all, bring a father, bring an uncle, a brother, a cousin, a grandparent, someone that you would like to celebrate with, and come here at 9:30 today and enjoy this program. Stay tuned with us, because coming up at 8:30 and later in our show, we'll hear from one of the program managers, and they'll tell us why they celebrate this from a cultural perspective lens. But for now, reporting in San Antonio, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Also happening today, Metro Health and YMCA, they're celebrating National Men's Health Week today from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The YMCA hosting a men's basketball tournament at their location on Walsham Road and Mid-Crown Drive. The event will feature vendors, giveaways, and even a cooking demo. There's going to be a health fair teaching men why it's so important to take care of your bodies through healthy eating and, of course, exercise.
Get ready to dance the day away at the San Antonio Zoo, happening today from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Wow, it's a lot of dancing. The Latin music series. There'll be a live band Latin performance. The series will go on every Saturday until August 5th. That's a lot of dancing at the zoo. It's free for members that include it with zoo standard admission.
All right, so there are so many events going on this weekend. We want to remind you how important it is to stay hydrated and stay cool in this heat.
So what's one of the best places to do that? The pool. KSAT's Avery Everett has a breakdown of just how dangerous this heat can be.
The heat can affect everyone. Even if you're outside standing next to a pool today, officials are urging families to take extra safety precautions when they're outside. And they say this all comes down to the warning signs. If you're feeling nauseous, dizzy, or weak, you could be experiencing heat exhaustion. And if this is the case, officials say you need to act fast and get to a cool place. But not everyone in your family can vocalize what exactly they're feeling. A fire official in Jolotes says that's why families need to act fast.
Their body systems don't respond as rapidly, and sometimes they may overlook some of the symptoms of becoming overheated or dehydrated.
We have a list of other recommendations on our website, KSAT.com. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Time now, just about 8:08, 81 degrees.
Kind of pushing yourself past the norms or like the fear in your own mind.
Max, are you brave?
I consider myself brave.
Me too. Okay, so whether it's at work or meeting new people, we'll tell you some ways on how you can learn to be brave. That's next in Smart Living.
You know what? It takes some brave people to weather this heat
to
today.
be outside today, yeah.
I know a lot of people do have to be out and about. It is so important. Find shade, wear sunscreen, stay hydrated. If you're like Sarah Costa, wear a big hat. We're going to check in with Mia Montgomery in just a few moments.
Are you as fearless as you once were? It turns out 25% of people have more fear and more anxiety post-pandemic.
What is your biggest fear?
I'm going to think about this.
Okay.
After the story plays.
Okay.
It's a big one. I have to think about it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, research shows 70% of people suffer from imposter syndrome. Interesting. As Leslie Hudson reports, you can actually learn to be brave again, but it's going to take one small step at a time.
You don't have to do this, or this, or this to be brave. You can take much smaller steps to build your own confidence.
But microdosing bravery is simply the idea that you can take small steps to start seeing changes in your daily patterns, your daily habits, and even your mindset.
Psychologist and author Tracy Alloway says you can microdose bravery. The first step, get creative.
Find a new activity in your local community, whether it's doing a pottery class, whether it's painting, whether it's making a candle, maybe taking a hike or going paddleboarding, whatever that is.
Being creative opens up new parts of your brain.
So you're turning off your thinking brain a little bit more. The thinking brain is the one that says, don't do that, you're gonna fail, don't try that.
Alloway stresses, don't be afraid to be vulnerable.
Sharing something about yourself can be a great way to foster trust and greater bonding between the two of you.
By doing small things that are out of your comfort zone, whatever it is, will become easier the more you do it and can impact your mental health.
It increases dopamine, a feel-good hormone, into our brain. So especially if you're feeling low, you're feeling depressed, dopamine is a great way to give us that little boost.
I'm Leslie Hudson reporting.
All right, so you had the 2 minutes. Doesn't need to be biggest fear, but like a fear. Mia, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna go with snakes.
Okay.
Growing up in the country in Wilson County, every once in a while a rattlesnake would find its way onto the back porch, and that is a scary memory that just replays in my head every once in a while.
Spiders. Getting sprayed by a skunk. We have like a skunk problem.
That's a good one.
And when I leave early in the morning, I'm always like, oh, is that skunk gonna be like under my car?
Waiting for you. Sarah's going to work.
Max, I'm sorry I can't go in. I got sprayed by a skunk.
You know what? I appreciate that though. If you get sprayed by a skunk, do not come into the office.
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
I'll tell you something else that I'm scared of. Triple-digit heat index value.
Well, you're gonna face your fear in the next couple days.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what we've seen the past couple of afternoons and what we're going to see this weekend as well. So today, yes, we've got the cloud cover in place right now here in San Antonio, but I think later on this afternoon, we're going to see more sunshine take back over. Highs are going to climb into the upper 90s and even approach that 100-degree mark here in San Antonio. As we head into Father's Day tomorrow, I think we'll see even more sunshine, especially tomorrow afternoon. And temperatures are expected to be a little bit hotter as well. I think we will see those thermometers climb into the low triple digits by our Sunday afternoon. Of course, feeling even hotter when you factor in that humidity. And into next week, more of the same is expected through at least the first half of the week. But then a small shift in our weather pattern could mean slightly lower temperatures by the later half of the week, and maybe a few very stray storm chances. We've got a lot to monitor still over the next several days. But first off, a look at temperatures and heat index values already this 8 a.m. hour. White numbers, the actual temperature, air temperature outside. The yellow numbers, what it feels like when you step outside. So we've got an air temperature of 81 officially here in San Antonio this hour, but because of the humidity, it already feels like 87 degrees. 93 is that feels like temperature in Castroville already, 88 in New Braunfels. So if that's any indication of what this afternoon is going to feel like, start hydrating if you are planning on being outside. And of course, don't forget the sunscreen. Now, the humidity is going to stick with us for the most part this weekend, but I think as we head into next week, especially by the middle of the week, we could see a small break in some of that humidity, and that could help those feels like temperatures. But on the flip side of that, dry air also helps air temperatures climb. So that's why triple digits are in the forecast into the beginning of next week as well. But for now, high pressure is in control, anchored over northern Mexico. That is the biggest driver of our weather pattern here this weekend. So again, as we head into this afternoon, temperatures are going to crank back up by 2 p.m. An air temperature of 96 degrees, but feeling more like 109. More sunshine later on this afternoon. Feels like temperatures approaching 110, maybe even a few degrees hotter here in San Antonio in spots. And then later on this evening for Saturday evening plans, it is still going to be plenty hot and humid out there. So right now we've got a forecast high around 99 here in town, 102 in Pleasanton, 106 in Cotulla, 101 over in Uvalde. Zooming this in, neighborhood view here in Bexar County, 99 Stone Oak, 99 Leon Springs, 100 degrees possible out there in Elmendorf. Now we will need to monitor for a stray storm across our far northwestern counties. We'll get to that that next. But as we head into Father's Day and Juneteenth on Monday, just plan for it to be very hot out there. Triple digits expected with more sunshine. I did mention that stray storm chance later on this afternoon and evening. You can see here on your Futurecast, most of us are pretty quiet throughout the majority of the day, but by to just after dinner time across the southern Edwards Plateau region, even stretching over into the hill country, an isolated strong storm or two not completely ruled out. So we are going to need to monitor that generally before midnight. And then as we head into the early morning hours of our Sunday, a few lingering showers possible across our far western counties and closer to the Rio Grande. And then after that, we're just still focusing on the heat. So triple digits continue into next week, the summer solstice on Wednesday, and it is definitely going to be feeling like it with those hot conditions still sticking around, guys.
Shout out to my neighbor who caught a skunk for us.
Oh, that's
overnight.
awesome. Wow.
So
Go neighbor.
There goes my fear. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be another skunk in a couple of months, but yeah.
I just want
It's
to know.
been safely released away from the house.
Good for him. All right, time now, 8:18, 81 degrees.
Many Juneteenth events taking place this weekend. Coming up next, more about the festival happening today, celebrating Black history.
Let's take a look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 880, Fireball 8, Daily 4, 0874, Fireball 0.
Cash 5, 5, 15, 16, 23, 24. Mega Millions, you said over 150?
Yeah, 168, I think.
Wow. 4, 24, 34, 45, 57. Mega Ball 19, Mega Player 3. Good luck.
Good morning and welcome back. There are several Juneteenth events happening this weekend. Day 2 of the Juneteenth Festival kicks off at 11 a.m. today at Comanche Park number 2. Also starting at 11 a.m. a health and wellness fair. The fair will promote healthy lifestyles and education through several sponsors and vendors. Then from 2 to 5, the Juneteenth block party. We're going to have all those details. Just head to KSAT.com.
And just as we mentioned, the Juneteenth Festival is underway at Comanche Park, with good food and a celebration of Black history. The holiday was first created here in Texas in the 19th century after President Abraham Lincoln declared formerly enslaved people free under the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. It wasn't until 2 years later that word reached those in Texas when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston with news that slavery had been abolished, also known as Freedom Day. That moment in history is celebrated by the Black community, not just here in San Antonio, but across Texas.
It's something that is important from the standpoint that you have to know your history. And it's so important because if not, you may repeat it.
The festival will be from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. tonight.
And we cannot stress this enough. If you are out and about for any of the festivities, make sure to stay hydrated, find shade, do what you can to beat the heat because those temperatures can be dangerous.
Please stay safe.
Time now, 8:23, already 81 degrees.
Okay, stay with us. The latest in Hollywood news and what Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, have announced.
Good morning and welcome back. So, more royal drama. Or former royal? Are they considered royals?
In my heart.
Okay.
They're always royal.
So Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, they've announced a split, not with each other, but with Spotify. A joint statement from both parties said, quote, mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series they made together. Although I don't know how many episodes they made in the quote-unquote series. Harry and Meghan signed the exclusive deal with Spotify in 2020. They were among the service's most notable personalities when the sponsorship was signed. Spotify said the couple would host podcasts that would, quote, build community through shared experience. No word on what led to that split.
Comedian Pete Davidson has been charged with reckless driving for crashing into a Los Angeles home back in March. The DA's office says his arraignment on the misdemeanor is set for July 27th. Although there were no injuries, the DA's office says the collision into a fire hydrant in a home could have been serious.
All right, this is actually one of the most intriguing stories of the morning. When Beyonce performs, the beehive swarms, and apparently that swarming can affect entire economies. A banking analyst says, get this, her Renaissance concerts in Sweden last month, it was so economically stimulating that it altered Sweden's inflation numbers. That has some wondering if other superstars could have the same effect, especially We have Bruce Springsteen, but Sarah, you brought up a great point with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, so it's projected anywhere between $500 and $600 million she is going to make off of her Eras tour.
Taylor Swift, just
here in the U.S. And I was telling Max, I was like, when I went to that concert, I spent so much money just not on the tickets.
Right.
Travel, food, beverages, glitter, eye makeup.
So yes,
concert swag. So
consumers, yes, but also think about the people who operate the venues.
Right, and all the people she's employing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift save our economy?
I think so.
828, 82 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy Saturday, 8:32 this morning. And we're just going to cut to the chase. It is hot, it is humid, it's pretty miserable.
It's miserable. I don't know. It's that searing heat, on the back of your neck with that humidity. I don't know how else to describe it. Mia, do you know what I'm talking about?
I
when you
do.
walk out and you're like, it shouldn't be this hot.
And it is. It is just so unfortunate. Yes, absolutely. In fact, I was talking about this earlier. I got in the car at 3 a.m. this morning to come to the studio to get ready for the shows and to get ready forecasting. I immediately had to turn on the air conditioning in my car at 3 o'clock in the morning because it's just so humid out there, and the humidity is going to stick with us throughout the day today, as well as the heat. Before we talk about that, let's get a look at your pollen count for the day. Hot off the presses just came in. Good news, just molds out there, and they are low. So overall, not a bad pollen count to kick off the Father's Day weekend here in San Antonio. But yes, it is plenty muggy out there, and it is warm. Cloud cover in place, but starting to see that break up already, seeing a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures in the low 80s right now here in town, but it already feels like 87 degrees because we have those elevated dew points still in the 70s. So as we head into this afternoon, cloud cover is going to continue to break up a bit more. Some peaks of sunshine later this afternoon, helping temperatures climb into the upper 90s and approaching the triple digits in spots. But with that humidity, feels like temperatures are going to definitely climb into the triple digits across pretty much the entire area, up to about 110, that heat index value later on this afternoon, and of course even hotter possible, especially the farther south and west that you go. Later on this evening, a stray storm not completely off the table, especially across portions of the hill country. And then as we head into your Father's Day itself, the big story is just going to be the heat. Triple-digit air temperatures possible. And of course, along with that, if you're going to the pool with dad, outside grilling, whatever you may be doing outside, keep in mind the UV index is still going to be very high this afternoon and potentially even higher tomorrow with more sunshine in the forecast in the afternoon hours as well. So sunscreen, water bottle, all good things to have handy this weekend. We'll talk more about it and get you all the details coming up in just a few, guys.
Thank you, Mia. New this morning, 2 women in the hospital after being shot overnight on the city's east side. Take a look. This was the scene just before 10 p.m. last night. The women were driving down Belmont Street when they say an unknown sedan started shooting towards them. Both the driver, a 33-year-old woman, and the 15-year-old passenger, both hit by gunfire. They're both shot, both taken to the hospital. Luckily, non-life-threatening injuries. They're both expected to recover. At last check, though, the suspects are not in custody.
Also new this morning, 2 women were rushed to the hospital overnight after a wrong-way crash happened just after 12:30 on the Highway 90 west in Loop 1604 south. Witnesses told police they saw a driver going the wrong way on the highway before crashing into another vehicle head-on. The women driving both vehicles had to be cut out of the vehicles by rescue crews. They were taken to the hospital and last check were in critical condition.
A San Antonio man now facing life in prison after being convicted of murdering his ex-girlfriend. Take a look. 26-year-old Brian Ontiveros. He has been found guilty of killing Marisa Jernigan. Now, this happened back in 2019. The suspect fled to Mexico. Now, Jernigan was Ontiveros' ex-girlfriend and the mother of his son. The U.S. Marshal's Office says that the suspect shot her multiple times after breaking into her apartment. Ontiveros was on the run for about 3 years before U.S. Marshals finally arrested him last March.
Emergency crews are in Perryton after a devastating tornado killed several people. The tornado destroyed much of the town. Texas Emergency Services, Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, and TxDOT are only a few of the agencies in Perryton assessing the damage. Local organizations are working to provide residents accessibility to power to get in touch with family and friends.
And South Texas answering the call for help in Perryton. Blood donated here is now headed to the Panhandle to help tornado survivors. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center, they're sending 6 units of blood, all part of the Blood Emergency Readiness Corps.
There are actually 10 participating blood centers that were on call. So we sent a total of 66 units. As they continue to work through the disaster, we are on standby to send more units if needed.
And you can donate today at the HEB at Calabria and 1604, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Donors, on top of saving lives, you can receive gift cards for Rudy's Barbecue and Dave & Buster's. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center's donor rooms also open through the weekend. Those who donate Sunday or Monday, you can receive a $20 gift card.
The FBI has arrested a 19-year-old suspected of threatening a mass killing against the Jewish Community Center in East Lansing, Michigan. So investigators found the name of a synagogue, a date, and a list of weapons, including bombs, Molotov cocktails, and guns in a notes app on the teen's phone. Authorities say he had conversations with another Instagram user about carrying out a mass injury or killing. His home was searched Friday. He's charged with transmitting a communication containing a threat to injure another.
Well, none of the latest in the Trump trial. The special counsel asking a judge to bar the former president, Donald Trump, and his defense team from sharing any materials turned over in the discovery process. So in a new filing just yesterday in the classified documents case against former President Donald Trump, the special counsel said the materials include sensitive and confidential information. Now, there's concern by prosecutors that it could compromise the investigations and identify uncharged individual. Now, the filing, which included a proposed protective order, it's an expected hurdle, expected procedural step now that Trump has entered his not guilty plea. If enforced, defendants would not be able to view the materials outside the supervision of their counsel, and they would be barred from keeping copies of them. Well, the nonprofit organization San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign, they're going to be hosting their annual Father's Day Fiesta program later today.
It's all to recognize honorable fathers across our city. Alyssa Cole joins us live from where the celebration is taking place later this morning. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, you all. It's events like this, Father's Day Fiesta, that promotes that family engagement and the social awareness of fatherhood. I'm here outside of the Opportunity Home Park. This is where the central building is for Opportunity Home San Antonio, and this is where the event will be taking place. The San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign will award 20 fathers of all ages celebrating the rite of passage that's associated with fatherhood. These men are nominated by people in San Antonio, including leaders of nonprofits and social services, because this is a way for them to celebrate their clients and mentees, as well to make sure they don't feel forgotten. We got a chance to speak with the Fatherhood Campaign manager, and he tells us the underlying purpose of this is to recognize positive, impactful work through a cultural lens.
Everything we do is from a very deep indigenous cultural perspective. We understand the issues of generational trauma. We understand the issues of systemic trauma and oppression. And what we do here at the San Antonio Father Campaign and American Indians is to, during this particular holiday, is to honor the men of our communities.
And honoring the men in our community, another way of showing that with affection, at least, is by giving back. That's why we'll have the different social services here today for health, for lifestyle changes, maybe for personal life needs or financial assistance, and just other needs, resources here in the community. This event is open to the public. It starts at 9:30 a.m. and the event coordinators, I got a chance to speak with them, and they tell me to tell everyone, bring your father, bring your grandparents, uncle, brother, cousins, those that is a role model in your life, and those of you who know who would benefit from this event. But for now, reporting in San Antonio, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Time now, 8:40, 82 degrees.
Okay, if you love getting all of those KSAT app notifications, you're going to want to go and update the latest, most improved version of our KSAT News app. There is a new one out. Just go onto the Apple or Google store and update that so you can make sure you get all of the latest news.
Shameless plug aside, it is really cool with the update because you can personalize what you want at the top of your feed. I'm just saying, it's a really cool feature that you can add. You can have the weather at the top of your feed. Speaking of which, it's already miserable outside. Taking a live look out there, not much to look at.
Out there.
We're going to check in with Mia Montgomery in just a few moments.
Now to that severe weather. 30 million people on alert from Colorado to Florida yet again this holiday weekend. A confirmed tornado in New Jersey late Friday. 12 reported in the past 24 hours, 24 in 2 days, an EF2 that packed winds of at least 111 miles per hour, destroying much of the town of Perryton in the Texas Panhandle. As ABC's Melissa Don reports, many buildings have been left unrecognizable.
More than 1,000 reports of severe weather, including 24 tornadoes slamming parts of the country within days. A confirmed EF0 touching down in New Jersey Friday, according to the National Weather Service. In the small Texas Panhandle town of Perryton, a deadly EF2 packing winds of at least 111 miles per hour. One of the victims, 76-year-old Becky Randall, who leaves behind a husband, 2 sons, and 4 grandchildren. ABC's Maria Villarreal was there.
More than a dozen homes in this one neighborhood were completely destroyed. In fact, the one right here behind me, 8 people were inside when the tornado hit. Miraculously, they all survived.
In the Florida Panhandle, more than a foot of rain and more than 100 rescued. One person died after a tree fell on their home. In Mississippi, a person was killed and dozens of homes damaged. In Ohio, thousands were left without power after a storm caused severe damage throughout the northwest part of the state, the system sending debris flying and bringing large hail and tornado threats. The threatening conditions expected to last through the weekend as an excessive heat warning persists through Texas and Louisiana. Melissa Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, obviously weather the talk of the morning because triple-digit day after triple-digit day.
Yep, and feels like temperatures just keep cranking up and up and up. But I will say, following, the severe weather story, thankfully here in San Antonio, we didn't see anything last night, but far northern Kendall County and northern Kerr County saw a few warnings that were issued because there was a storm that was just able to get up and going with the daytime heat yesterday. Yeah. And it actually gave us some really cool sunset photos. So we can take a look at some of those on KSAT Connect. Take a look at that. The sun was setting just at the right time, had the outer edge of that cumulonimbus thunderstorm cloud in the frame as well. So yes, we got some really cool sunset photos. Thank you everybody that sent those into KSAT Connect. The big thing with that storm, especially over into Gillespie County, near Fredericksburg, and really in between Fredericksburg, stretching over to Junction, it was really slow moving. In fact, it hardly moved at all for about an hour or so. And look at these little pockets of red and pink. This is a 24-hour rainfall estimate. Over 6 to even 7 inches localized, especially near and just west of the Fredericksburg area. So pretty impressive for a thunderstorm that, again, was just able to get up and running last night, really yesterday evening, because we had all of that heat in place as well as the moisture. Now, as we head into this Saturday, most of us here locally are going to stay dry, but later on this evening, by to just after dinner time, you can see here on your Futurecast, especially out west. So we're talking southern Edwards Plateau, stretching over to the hill country and even near the Rio Grande. We may need to monitor for an isolated strong storm or two. As of right now, coverage looks to be pretty limited for our area. But even so, by midnight into the early morning hours of our Sunday, maybe a few lingering showers closer to the Rio Grande. But for the most part, we are expecting coverage to be pretty limited. Other than that, the big story this weekend is going to be the heat, and it is going to be the humidity. You can see temperatures are very warm, kicking off this Saturday morning in the low 80s. 81 here in town, it's 83 in Pleasanton, 85 in Del Rio. Currently 81 in New Braunfels. We've got the cloud cover that's already starting to break up a little bit more here in San Antonio. So I think as we head into this afternoon, it's it's going to continue that trend. So we'll see some more sunshine, temperatures cranking up because of that. 96 by 2 p.m. forecast high around 99 here in San Antonio. And then stepping out for any Saturday evening plans, expect it to still be pretty hot out there. Temperatures slowly falling through the 90s, but of course with those elevated dew points and all of that moisture in place, feels like temperatures, heat index values are expected to climb well into the triple digits yet again, so potentially up to about 110 degrees here in San Antonio. So definitely stay hydrated, high pressure in control right now. And that's going to be the theme over the next several days. But by the middle to later portions of next week, it's slowly going to start to work its way farther off to the west. So as it still drives our weather pattern into Father's Day tomorrow, expect it to be very hot out there. Triple digit air temperatures currently in the forecast. That will be the theme Monday and into Tuesday. But then as that high pressure system starts to move farther westward, loosens its grip on our weather pattern just a little bit, those temperatures could start to come down by the later portions of next week. And that's also where we'll reintroduce some very stray storm chances back in the forecast. So a lot to monitor. Again, the heat, the biggest thing this weekend. So be careful out there. More news coming up after the break.
Well, if you're traveling this summer, double check your carry-on. The Transportation Security Administration is asking travelers to make sure they don't have prohibited items in their carry-on luggage. So here in Texas, guns are an issue. Of the more than 6,000 guns found at U.S. checkpoints last year, 108 were found at the San Antonio airport. You can fly with a firearm, but there are rules.
Just make sure that it's unloaded, packed in a hard-sided container, checked in your checked luggage with the airline, and you sign a declaration form. It's that easy, and there's no extra cost.
So TSA says more than 1,500 guns were found at U.S. security checkpoints between January 1st and March 31st. That's up from 1,300 guns found the same time period last year. According to TSA, more than 93% of the weapons found in 2023 were loaded.
All right, time now, 8:54, 83 degrees.
We'll be right back. And just a reminder, San Antonio's 23 outdoor pools are opening today. They'll be open 6 days a week, and this is the best part, they're free. We have a list of the locations on our website. Just look for this story.
And a pool is a great place to be today if you don't have adequate air conditioning. We also know that the cooling stations are open, doing all you can to beat the heat. Remember to stay hydrated, stay out of the direct sun, wear sunscreen.
Drink lots of water, stay hydrated, be safe.
Time now, 8:57, 83 degrees.
We'll be right back.